Welcome back, everybody. We're going to be doing another reaction video. This time we're going to do Disney animated movies. This will not include any of the live action Disney movies or remakes. So this should be a little bit easier. I did find one with the live actions included and I was like, oh my god, it was a lot. I was like, there's no way that video would be way too long. No one would even want to watch it. Also, I am fully aware that the lighting is really weird. I don't know what. I think our web camera is going out because it was really dark, so I turned on this light, which is now giving me like a yellow-orange hue. So we'll just see. Trying to move me out of the way a little bit more so you guys can see more of the options. Here's what we're working with. So it's a nice list. It's not too much to deal with. And if you want to do this as well, I will link it in the description below this video. So first off, I love that this one has a hasn't seen option. Okay, I feel like they should all have that. But you know your girl, Pocahontas, is my favorite Disney movie. That's top tier. That is number one. Well, no. So as far as other really good A movies from Disney, I would say Beauty and the Beast is really good. It's one of my favorites. Tarzan for sure. I love Mulan. I'm gonna say, oh, okay, so maybe I should just focus on the ones I love first. Lilo and Stitch, I love. Big Hero 6, super funny, really good movie. Hercules. Oh, Emperor's New Groove. You guys, if you haven't seen Emperor's New Groove, it is so good. This one right here. Oh my god, so funny. I Meet the Robinsons. I think I seen once. It was a really long time ago. Not feeling it. As well as Fun and the Fancy Free. I think that's a musical, right? I can't remember. But I know that I do not like musicals. And I know that sounds weird because I love Disney movies. But I'm just going to give them an F because I don't like musicals. It's not so much that, like, I particularly think it was bad writing or bad music. It's just not something I would enjoy. Also, Encanto. I'm going to give it a D. And I know that that's going to get a lot of hate. But I did not like it. I love the colors. I love the animation. I thought a lot of the story was good. But I did not like the plot holes bothered me, especially as an adult watching it. The overkill of the music. I mean, it was basically more of a musical than it was a Disney movie. Disney movies has always had music in them. That's what makes them so iconic. Because they'll come out like the Pocahontas movie, right? It has like 5 or 6 really good songs in it, and they came out with a soundtrack. But I feel like Enchanto had like 50, and I don't know if that's just me, but it was like when there was parts where they should just be talking and they were singing, and I was like, it was just too much. It was just too much. Jungle Book, that's an A for sure. It was okay. I'm not in love with it. Little Mermaid was good. I loved Aladdin too growing up. And Lion King, of course. Fox and the Hound is such a good, and so is Lady and the Tramp. Fox and the Hound is so good, but it's so sad at the same time. I'm gonna move. This was also pretty good. Rescuers Down Under. They got a couple of them here. Rescuers. That's the one Down Under. Where's the other one? Tangle was really good. The horse is just like makes a whole movie. I laughed so hard. Ralph and the Internet was really good. Moana was really good. Zootopia was good. Bambi. think I'm gonna put it on C. It was still good, and as well as Dumbo. These were all really good. I just felt like they could have been better. Wreck-It Ralph. Put him with the other one. Same thing with that. I barely remember this one, unfortunately. Chicken Little. I don't think I've seen this one. Princess and the Frog's good. Oh, Dinosaur. Oh man, that was a good movie too. Atlantis, classic. And then Treasure Planet, I want to put one below Atlantis on the C. Fantasia, definitely getting an F. Watched that one time and it was awful. It was nothing but musical. I'm sorry, I can't do it. The Great Mouse Detective. Rescuers Down Under, but where's Rescuers? There it is. Put them together. They're pretty good. I kind of want to move these up, but there's just like not a lot of room, and I kind of want to make it more evenly spaced. Cinderella, she's kind of problematic, okay? Like, it's a good movie, but the plot holes, girl, the plot holes are so bad. I also really didn't care for Pinocchio. And Frozen, I felt like could have been so much better. I kind of feel like they dropped the ball on that one. Brother Bear. Snow White, classic. Winnie the Pooh, classic. Robin Hood, classic. Sleeping Beauty again, like, there's so much potential there, and I just felt like they kind of... Oh, see, I feel like Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, and Winnie the Pooh should all be together. Just because they're kind of the same kind of... I don't know how to describe that. Not the same universe, but the same kind of mystical, dreamlike world. 101 Dalmatians. There's like 101, there's 100 and a half, and then 102 Dalmatians. None of them were as good as the first one. That's like most movies. Except for Lion King. Lion King, all the series was really good, I feel like. Hunchback of Notre Dame. I feel like it could have been better. It's a classic though, but it could have been better. I don't think I've seen Bolt. If I do, I don't remember it. And then the Black Cauldron, I don't recognize it, and I don't recognize this. I can't really even read it. Something and Me Toad. I don't think I've seen any of these. So here we go. We got Frozen. Oh. Yeah. Not sponsored. Trust me. I got beef with them. Frozen was definitely not one of my favorites. I feel like some of these are too low. I need to move these up. Can't have those of the same tier that Frozen's in. Frozen is a good, like, the animation too is like good, and the songs on Frozen were really good, really catchy, and I could see if I was a 5 to 8 year old girl, I'd probably really love it. But the storyline and the plot holes as an adult just really got to me. And then the C category is like our basic classic movies, right? Like Bambi, you gotta at least see Bambi once. You gotta at least see Dumbo once. You know what I mean? Cinderella, which there's tons of variations of that. Like, all of these are good movies, even though I put them in the C category. I still feel like they're classics. C for classic. You gotta see it at least once. Oliver and Company, DC loves that movie, and it literally just makes me want to cry. I don't like watching it because of it's just so heart wrenching. DC actually watched Bambi for the first time this year. We were going through. I have all these on most of these on VHS tapes, all the classic ones from when I was a kid. And I was like, "Is there any that you haven't seen?" And I think it was because our internet was out, and he was like, "I've never seen Bambi," and I was like, "What? We have to watch it." And we watched it. And my dad's a deer hunter, so when we see my dad after watching that, DC was like, "How could you? That was Bambi's mom." And so we were teasing my dad. But yeah, all these are good. They're just classics. And then the B category, I would say, were definitely like my favorites, especially as a kid. I loved Ariel as a kid. As an adult, I don't feel the same way about it. Wreck-It Ralph was really good. I'm gonna go ahead and move that up, actually. And Moana, like the music and the graphics in that movie are so good. Talk about like tropical, like the water looks so realistic. Atlantis too, like me and DC always be quoting this movie. The guy that like loved bombs and stuff and was like crazy about blowing stuff up, we always quote him. Lady and the Tramp and Aristocats, Tangled and Zootopia. These are all good movies. Princess and the Frog is also really good. And then A would be like my favorites, I would say. Like I love Emperor's New Groove. I love Mulan. I love Lilo and Stitch as a kid. Lion King's classic. It's really good. Big Hero 6, surprisingly, was like, I really enjoyed it. Hercules, Tarzan. Oh my gosh, I loved Tarzan as a kid. Jungle Book. I would say even if I had to do this, I would do this. I would do this. These are probably my top 5 animated Disney movies right here. Pocahontas being number 1. Emperor's New Groove being number 2 because it's purely just comical. I love that movie. Tarzan, Mulan, second and third, and then Beauty and the Beast would be in my top 5 for sure. Fun fact, me and DC's bedroom is actually themed after Beauty and the Beast. Or inspired, not themed, I should say. It's not themed, it's inspired. There's a difference. And yeah, so I would say this is my final. These are my top 5 right here. I know that DC also loves Mulan and New Groove. But I think Hercules and Jungle Book's one of his favorites too. And Aladdin, I loved watching Aladdin as a kid. When I grew up, we did not have cable, okay? I remember having a old movie, like an old TV screen that had a built-in VCR, right? And it wasn't hooked up to cable or internet. It literally just had a power cord. I don't even think it had an option for cable, okay? And that was my TV entertainment as a kid. I would be putting in these VHS tapes and watching them. And you think about how much our generation has changed. It was pretty, how do you say this nicely? The VHS tapes are pretty durable. And having just a TV with one outlet, like one plug-in, it's pretty durable for a kid. And all my VHS tapes survived into adulthood. I've never broken one VHS tape. You know, and nowadays you have DVDs and kids are scratching them. They're kids. Do you know what I'm saying? I worked in a school and they wanted to give the kindergartners tablets. And then they would get upset at the kindergartners for not holding the tablets with 2 hands. I'm like, bro, they're like 5 and 6 years old. They don't have the cognitive responsibility and awareness to be like cautious with a tablet. You know what I mean? They're 5-year-olds. So, yeah. And then I never had cable in my bedroom growing up, ever. Not until I was a late teenager. Excuse me. I was a late teenager. my parents had already divorced, and my dad had to move in with my grandma just to kind of help take care of her. And while living there, my grandma was the type that had like a rotary phone in every room, a TV in every room. And I did have cable for a short time in my bedroom, but it wasn't my bedroom, it was her old bedroom. She had to move downstairs because the stairs and the bathroom upstairs were just not accessible for her anymore. So she was living downstairs. So I got her old room, which is why I had cable in my room. But even then, I never watched TV up there. The only thing that I used it for was in the morning, I'd put on MTV and jam out to music while I was getting ready for school. So that was the only time I ever used cable. It was just in the morning for MTV. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm just not. And even now, I think that it's affected how I live my life because we are a one TV household. Me and DC are a one TV household in the living room. We do not have a TV on upstairs in our bedroom. We do not fall asleep to a TV running. You know, it's just the one TV. We watch it for like 2 hours a day, if that, at night, and then that's it. Whereas, like, my dad and his mom grew up with like a TV in every room, and they fall asleep to the TV running at night, and it's just not me. It's not my style. But yeah, thank you for watching. Oh, I apologize. That is not professional. I did not sleep well last night. But like always, thanks for watching. If you like reaction videos, I'm going to link down below here on the screen 2 videos suggestions for you. One's going to be a reaction video that I did recently, and the other one's going to be an old ass video that I didn't have a lot of views, and I'm betting you might not have seen. So check that out, and I will see you guys next time.